Hey there and welcome. Today our goal is subtracting fractions. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so our lesson today looks a little bit different than normal. You'll notice that on one side it says math and on one side it says steps. And so I really want us to get into the habit of writing the steps down that we're actually taking, because it shows that we really understand the concept that we're doing. And you'll come to find that a lot of times the steps are incredibly similar every time. The numbers just change. So we have this problem, 1/3 minus -2/5 plus -3/7. And this first step for us is always going to be given, because it's the problem that was given to us. And so now we actually need to start doing some math. And the first thing that we need to deal with right here is this double negative. If you remember from the last lesson, every time we have that double negative, we're going to change it to a big old plus sign. So I'm going to write this as 1/3 plus 2/5 plus -3/7. And I'm going to say for our steps, we changed the negative. Sorry, I'm going to say change the double negative to positive. That's what I'm going to say for that one. Alright, so now we need to find our common denominator, right? Find our common denominator. Between 2, 3, and 5, nope, those aren't the numbers we were given. Between 3, 5, and 7, my apologies, our common denominator is going to be 105. Again, that's because we did 3 times 5 times 7. And unfortunately, that's the smallest common denominator that we have between these numbers. So now we need to multiply our fractions to get those common denominators. I'm going to write all of that afterwards because I want to make sure I have space in this box. So I'm going to multiply 1/3. Now if we remember, we took our denominators, all three numbers of our denominator, we took that to multiply. So if I already have the 3 being multiplied, I just have the 5 times 7 left, which is 35 over 35. And so 3 times 35 will give me 105 plus 2/5 times, I've already used the 5, so I need the 3 times 7, which is 21 over 21, plus -3/7. So this time I'm using the 7 for my denominator, so I just have 3 times 5 left, which is 15 times 15. Now I was pretty sure I was going to write this too big, which is why I wanted to wait on writing the steps. But so now we've multiplied. Ooh, that does not say multiplied. Multiplied to get the common denominator. I'm just going to abbreviate that as CD. That's a lot of words to write. So let's actually do that multiplication. So remember that we multiply fractions straight across. So we're going to say 35 over 105 plus 42 over 105 plus -45 over 105. And so for this step, I like to call it either simplify or rewrite. I'll let you choose which one you'd want. But we took all of that ugly from that orange step above and we simplified it down. We're not done with the problem, but it's looking better. And so now, just like before when we did our fractions last time, I want to take all of my positive numbers together and all of my negative numbers together and separate them. Right, our heroes and our villains. So I see that I have a positive 35 and a positive 42, and so I'm going to combine those together to give me 77. I'm going to add that -45. When I take these heroes and these villains and I combine them together through subtraction, I get that that gives me 32. So I have identified my positives and my negative numbers. I'm going to just abbreviate that. And then I'm going to go through for my last step, put 32 over 105, and I'm going to check, can I reduce this? 32 and 105. Is there any number that I can divide both of these by? And I'm getting a no. I'm not finding anything. So I'm just going to write for my final step, final answer. And remember, if it's on your paper, you should circle it so that we can find it. So it was kind of a lot of steps today, but it's really that whole process that we take every single time we work with fractions. Right? We have to find those common denominators, we have to multiply to get them, we combine everything together, and then we check to see if we can reduce. There might be an extra step or two here or there that's slightly different, but it's the basic concept. And that's all for today. Until next time, I'll see you later. Love you, bye!